Wrist overflexion, one of the most common issues I bump up against. What that means is that when our student is drawing or writing, their wrist is constantly in flexion, like this. So kids will write and draw. See how my wrist is bent? I see that a lot in schools. Many solutions, let's check it out. One of my favorite solutions to wrist overflexion is forearm coloring. Forearm coloring, all you're gonna do is you're gonna have your student lay on their tummy, prone on the floor, and they're gonna engage in a coloring, drawing, or writing task while they're in this position. They are weight bearing through their upper extremities, and which includes their wrist, and this prevents them from having this flex position to color or draw. Since they're weight bearing through their forearms and wrist, it's gonna push their wrists into extension. My next solution, stacking binders on top of each other, or if you have a slant board, using that, and having your student draw, write, or color on top of the binders. Because the binders are slanted like so, it's really hard to color and draw with our wrist in this flexion position. It really promotes extending the wrist upward to color or draw. Wall drawing is my next solution. So because we are taping this paper on the wall, having them draw on it, this vertical surface promotes wrist extension. It's really difficult to draw or write like this on a vertical surface. This activity also has the added bonus of being a shoulder strengthener because they are flexing their shoulder to draw or write against gravity. To tape a piece of paper underneath a table and have your student lay on their back and to draw while they're looking up, like so. So you take a piece of paper, you put it under the table here. You have your child get on their back, and they are going to color or draw like this. Drawing while they're supine on their back promotes wrist extension. It's very hard, if not impossible, to color with your wrist like this while you're laying on your back. Last but not least, we want to strengthen and stretch our wrists. So we want to strengthen this side of the wrist, the extensors, and we want to stretch the flexors. Because if our child or if our students are holding their wrists in flexion a lot, this side of their wrist is going to shorten and this side is going to elongate and get weaker. So to strengthen our wrist extensors, we basically want to keep our wrists in extension and do activities that are weight bearing through the arms and through the hands. So we can do animal walks like crab walks, like so. See how my wrists are in extension? We can do planks. Again, our wrists are in extension with a plank. Crawling, any activity that is weight bearing through the hands. You can play a game where your student pretends to be a waiter or waitress and they deliver you food, but they have to hold it all on a plate like this and balance the food and deliver it to you for dinner. Again, forcing their hands and their wrists in extension.